Yeah, that's nice and stiff. And that's exactly what she said. Plan of attack is we've got some seam sealer on everything. That's been welded up and everything else and what have you. So we're not looking too bad. I got to brush all this down. Make sure it's as clean as physically possible. Blow it off with the airline. Maybe give it a bit of stuff. Oh, I've missed a bit. Bugger. Tonight we're attacking stuff. We are stone chipping. First of all, we're doing the arches and all down the back and the side of the bed, and we're going to do that with a gun. And then we are dropping this down and doing the because I can't get to it, and I am not standing on this truck with it up on the lift. We've got to get to there. I'm gonna have to open another tube with our stuff as well. Damn it, it's 10 quid a tube. Alright, so we're going to have a crack at that, because I am, like I said, I'm conscious that I'm losing the will now. Yes, and we need to burrow it out and clean, because as you can see, this is, and I've obviously been cleaning up as we've been going along. I suppose the one good thing about it all is that obviously the truck is now probably 2 to 3 tons lighter than it was previously, so fuel economy and all that, yeah, spot on. Dead. I think I got another tube here. I forgot I had this stuff actually, and it's half the price. And I'm not sticking anything like a window or anything like that, so I'm going to have a go with that. Oh, my knife is in the back of the truck bed. Right, PTFE tape, okay. Got that sorted, that's the 40, okay. So the stuff that I've got. I've got a couple of tins actually. I'm going to go with the grey, because, well, why not? And I've used it, actually the mini's covered at the bottom of it, it's covered in it. It's good stuff actually, and it wasn't that expensive, but I prefer this to it remains slightly flexible, but I prefer this to wrap the line, especially on wheel arches. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the wheel arch and a bit of the side and one thing and another, and then we're going to do selected areas of the bed. I'm going to mask a little bit of it off. It's not going to be full on work of art, but it is going to be very functional, and I'm hoping to get this done so this can dry and I can get the bed back on it Saturday morning-ish, somewhere around there. And I was really, because I was worried for a bit, because I got 3 of these guns. Of course, only one of them is serviceable, but and these things were a little bit on the rare side as well. I should have a couple of new ones in here. God knows where it's gone. Anyway, oh God, I've got to start the compressor. Anyway, I'm going to go and set all this up. So back in a bit sec. Found my mask. Don't have to wear iPro either. Hang on. So I'm all good for when the zombie apocalypse hits. Right. Oh shit. There we go. Oh. Never simple. Right. That ain't gonna work, is it? The old stuff here, the old schmoo, was a little bit right. a little bit past his sell-by date, a little bit past his best, and as a result it was a bit thick. Now I've added a precise amount of solvent to enable a proper coat of basically I chucked some thinners into it and hope for the best, and it seems to be, as you can see, alright, you know, maybe a little bit drippy, but let's be honest with you, it happens as you get older, doesn't it? Anyway, let's see what we can do with this. Well, this does work. I can tell you that for straight. Right. So, some of you might be sat there thinking, what a mess, you can't going to leave it like that, are you? Yep. That's exactly what I wanted to do. In fact, it's gone better than I thought it was going to go. This is literally an exercise in protecting that. This is going to have a bed liner on it, a plastic bed liner. I do not care what it looks like under there. And if anyone ever looks at it, they'll go, oh, you've sorted the rust out. Well, as I've mentioned, this was supposed to be a patch job, right? The life of the truck is fairly finite, and to go any further and to take this bed off and do it properly, I mean, this has taken me, probably once everything is sorted and this bed's back on, we're looking at 20 hours. It's taken me longer. That welding was a lot harder and a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And obviously you get mission creep. And anything that you, and I'll tell you this straight now, anything that you think that you will repair and you're like, oh, it's a bit of rust in there, don't worry, I'll just patch that up or do this or that. It doesn't work like that. There's a Mini there that is proof of it, because I'll never forget, right, when I pulled it in here in 2003, I thought, oh, maybe some new cells, maybe a bit of a tidy up, flat it off, respray it, be done, no problem, we look mint. Yeah, well, every time I cut any part off it, or we did any welding, or we did anything on it, we just carried on finding more, to the point where I was sweeping the damn thing up with and putting it in a bucket. Honestly, that was a 4 or 5 bucket car. There was nothing left of the sills, there was nothing left. The boot, I cut the whole thing out. I could have done the same thing with this and could have carried on going. I would still be on the first arch. Right, a bit of a closer look. Before we, and I'll be honest, we should be a bit more careful with our sealer. But I suppose if I had, and I'm happy with this, as I've mentioned, I'm more than happy with the, because no one's ever going to see this. But I'll be honest, if I was being perfectly frank about it, I'd honestly say that I wish the grey had been a bit more grey. But that's where we are. So Oh yes. Oh yes, look at that. This is the cheapest black paint I can find. And I gotta be honest with you, this is more than good enough for the girls that we go out with. Because it'll look perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. In fact, from 10 feet, you never even know we were here. Oh, good shit. Perhaps I should have left that mask back on. Wow. Woo. Ah. Woo. Good stuff. Yeah, I am alright with that. Considering the state that I was in, I think that that is definitely good enough for the girls we go out with. Right, so what I'm going to have to do now is put the darn wheel arches back in. Put that paint back in there. Where did I put that paint to? Good girl. And the twat light works. Brilliant. Right. Check, make sure we got a bit of pedal. We haven't buggered something up. Ooh. Yeah, that's nice and stiff. And that's exactly what she said. Right. So I tell you what we're going to do next. We're going to check that a bit further. Right. Right. Yeah, beautiful.
It's alright, that.